What's up, guys? This is Mad Squash 924 here, and welcome back to another episode of Mass Effect. We're on the SR1 Normandy. I almost said SS. We're just gonna go talk to everybody. It's about time that we went and talked to everybody once again to get everybody's opinions of the missions that we're doing and the opinions of some of our new people, our new crew members, like Liara Tassoni. We'll start with Caden. What's up, dude?
Anything you need, Commander?
Well, that was like awkward. What you think of the last mission, boyo?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Dr. Tassoni.
Yes.
Seems like a sweet girl. Easy on the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you like the bookish sort.
I do. Oh, I do.
Just remember, Lieutenant, I saw her first.
Got him.
Only by a few seconds, sir.
How about by a lot of seconds? Because, you know, you weren't with me when we went to go pick up Liara in that mission. You were on the ship, if I remember correctly. I believe I had Ashley and Garrus with me, actually. Isn't that crazy?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Is this an official evaluation, Commander? Or off the record?
Yeah, off the
All right.
record.
Let's label it officially off the record. Got something on your mind?
Straight up, there's something wrong with all of this. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction. But we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
Yeah, I'm listening to you, man. Like, I get it. The Council
The
sucks.
Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you.
True.
It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Nah, you're all right, man. It's fine. This is what I want. I want you guys to express yourselves here. If you guys can't express yourselves, then why are you guys here? Other than, I guess, doing your job and getting paid for it. But, like, other than the fact, you gotta be, like, human or, like, whatever you are comfortable with. You gotta be sentient.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry.
That's
hauled in
nice.
is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element zero in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Jeez. And, what's the survival rate of this experiment?
Seems like you beat the odds. How many didn't make it?
Out of 100, maybe 60 have no effect. 30 suffer adverse effects, little things like brain cancer. The other 10 show enough ability to augment with implants. Not always permanent, though. Not like the cancer. Next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero. I mean, how's a kid supposed to deal with that? A station at the edge of human space.
That sounds pretty rough, honestly. I mean, let's see. He got it pretty rough, that means. He didn't have a chance. He didn't get any explanation or anything. He just was, like, in it, and that's what he knew. Like, that kind of sucks. Did you have friends? I imagine you had friends back in your little bot
There were
camp.
other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
That's true.
Right.
We did have a little circle that'd get together every night before lights out.
Oh, that's cute.
We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Kinetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
Okay.
Then you must have had plenty of time to get to know each other.
Yeah, we'd sit around and bull every night after dinner, play cards or network games. There was this girl named Rana, who had a little circle grow up around her. She was from Turkey. Her family was very rich. But she was smart and charming as hell. Beautiful, but not stuck up about it. I think you'd have liked her.
Sounds like you really had a thing for her.
Sounds like she was special to you.
She was. Maybe she felt the same. But things never felt together. Training, you know.
I get it.
Jump Zero is Gagarin Station, right? What's it like?
Yeah, that's the official name. biggest and farthest facility we had for decades, right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using mass effect fields. It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
You know of any intentional exposures for certain?
No one knows. Doesn't mean they didn't happen. As big as the exposures were, it was hard to track down accidentals. It was different then. No one knew the potential, so there wasn't a lot of regulation. Anything Kinetics did was gold. I'm not saying they intentionally detonated drives over our outposts, but in retrospect, they were damn quick on the scene.
Okay.
Jump Zero is a long way from home. What was it like?
Sounds
The
sucky.
grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids.
I
But
figured
that's
as
my own
much.
baggage, Commander. No bearing on this.
You know, you can talk to me whenever you want, my guy. You're all right.
Malenko, there's no regulation that says you can't be friends with your commander.
Tis
I
true.
appreciate that, Commander. I just don't want you to think that I'm a whiner. Besides, I've got my past squared away.
That's cool. I like this little past. So he really got screwed, that means. Like, he didn't even get a chance. He just kind of got stuck with the results. That really blows. What's up, Chakwas? You actually got something to say this
Yes,
time?
Commander? Is there something you need?
I don't know. Was there? Apparently
I
not.
should go.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, Commander.
Bye-bye. Hello? Oh, Liara to Sony. What's up?
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
No. Yeah, I guess. You okay?
Look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed
Good.
with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
I mean, that is her
Alliance
job.
medical personnel take courses in alien biology, just in case.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
I'm just
No,
glad
it's
we
fine.
got there in time.
so am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
I believe her. I think she's pretty genuine about it.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Tell me about
Do you know
Benezia.
why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
I don't think she's evil. She might be misguided, perhaps. She's troubled,
This
obviously.
hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her, and this was not like her. Something changed.
Tell me about the Asaris and how they do their blue things.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Such
Like
as
what?
what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
How does that even work?
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
who is your other parent
What
then?
happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
And the age
You
difference?
Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
But you don't know who it was.
Benezia never told you her partner's name?
Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face, it is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
That's kind of interesting, though, considering the fact that up until the point where they found the Citadel, right, they all must have been purebloods at this point, you know? And then when they found it and other races started coming in, they start melding with all these other races, and they then change their ways and thinking pureblood's not the way. We have to go and essentially muggle ourselves to improve their species. It's kind of a weird thing to think about. But it's kind of weird to think of something like that to be pureblood as an insult, considering typically, like, for dogs or what have you, it usually is like the opposite. Like, they want the pureblood, you know? It's just interesting. You don't know if she finds you, shameful.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
I should
Okay.
Goodbye, Commander.
We can still talk to
I
her.
get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Yeah, because we have this option when you get to actually, explore that option.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Is it fun? You like it
You
doing
must
it?
enjoy something about it.
I love my work. Seeking out history's lost secrets has a special appeal for me. You were actually touched by working Prothean technology. That is why I find you so fascinating, Commander.
How fascinating.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
That's cute.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
Okay. Until next time, I
I
suppose.
should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Bye-bye. Hey, Chakwas. Bye, Chakwas. Alright. Let's head down to the lower levels. Man, 2 people? And already like 15 minutes in. The conversations are long, but they are juicy. Very juicy. But I do see myself doing this like every time a main mission goes down, just because I have the feeling that something relative will happen, you know? There's a couple other games that BioWare did, or at least they were similar esque. Like well, that wasn't even BioWare, it was Obsidian. Like Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. Every time you did something major, you could go back to your people and you can tell them what was up. And I kind of like that aspect. It leaves you something to come back for, you know?
Commander, how are you?
I'm doing well, and how are you and the CSECs doing, my
Why
friend?
did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like, was it the guns? Was it the frickin' the pew-pews? Was it the you get to arrest them? What would you like about
Like what?
it?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it, too. He was CSEC, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
Oh, that sucks. I mean, that's understandable, I suppose. Like, if he was looking at his son and being like, well, I want him to be just like me, and then he just kind of resigns, well then, yeah. I get
That's
it.
tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My
True.
father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
No kidding. That's pretty frickin' rad,
You were
dude.
asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
That's too bad.
Not all Spectres are like Saren, you know.
Of course not. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, CSEC's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures. I mean, that's not entirely true. People can do it. It'd be very long and very extensive, I suppose. But this is the easy path, obviously. But, like, you can imagine you could do it.
Just because you can break the rules doesn't mean you should. I don't
Yeah.
need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. And neither do you, Garrus.
I see what you mean, but I'll think about it. Thanks, Commander.
No problem. You kill things when I kill things. Don't kill things when I'm not killing things, more or less, is the story.
Commander, you have a minute to talk.
What did you have to talk
Is
about?
this duty related, Chief?
No, sir.
Is it booty
Well,
related? Is it duty
maybe.
related?
I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex.
Oh,
With all due
she's
respect,
racist.
Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
excuse me? Because they're frickin'
You don't
aliens?
trust their motives because they're not human.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I
Whoa!
don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines,
Excuse me?
sensors, weapons.
That's crazy. You super out of line. Nuh-uh. We're not having none of
That's
that.
enough, Chief. You always second guess your superiors?
Sir! No, sir. I'm sorry,
right.
I was out of line. I'll get back to my duties, Commander.
You stupid idiot. Can't believe it. I know, like, a lot of people like her and stuff, but she's just racist. That's crazy unlikable. What's up, Rex? I like you. You a good guy. Unlike her. She racist towards you. She doesn't like you.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
Hell yeah, man. We got him on the
Won't be
run.
long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Dude, frickin' Rex is so metal.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
You know what? That's
I
fair.
think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They
Oh,
said
yeah.
it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
And I imagine he recruited you, or you looked into it and then you're like, nah, I'm out
I
of
didn't
here.
know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
And what was he doing?
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. Couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
Jeez. What was up with the
Whose
ship?
ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
And what was the cargo that
What
was
kind
on
of
it?
cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Well, I guess that's it then, huh?
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
Sheesh. That's crazy.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Do we have anything else to talk with you about? I don't think we do.
Shepard.
Rex.
Nope. Okay. Let's sell
Looking
some
for
stuff.
supplies?
Yes.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Heck yeah, my guy. You the guy. You the one, the one, the one. Alright. So, let's get rid of all our tier 1 things, I think. At this point, I don't think we need any of them. Just because we're already seeing a lot of tier 2s and some tier 3s of variety of things. So, I don't know. I think that's what we're doing for now. And everything's so stupidly expensive. I mean, I could buy like a tier 4 item, I guess. But should I? Probably not. Let's hold off for a bit. For a while, anyway. Let's see what Tali has to say. If anything at all. Or
Something
Adams.
I can do for you, Commander.
Carry
I
on,
guess not.
Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
What's up, Tali?
Hello, Shepard.
Oh. You okay?
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth it feels like we're not even moving, and the engines are
Yes.
so quiet.
This is true.
How do you sleep at night?
I kind of like the silence, actually.
I find it rather peaceful. Don't worry, you'll get used to it.
But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Homesickness is nothing to be worried about. Well, shameful of. I'm sure a lot of people get it. I mean, I get it sometimes, so I get it.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have until it's gone.
That's
That too.
true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them. But maybe they just wanted a different life.
I assume you gotta go back though,
You
right?
do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually. But we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
True, true.
I should go.
See you later.
Bye-bye. And that's the crew. Everybody had a little bit to say. And then, to be fair, the only thing I was really negative about was, Ashley. I know I've been riding on her a lot. But, I mean, I've been trying to give her some slack. But, that's pretty messed up. Especially during the times of crisis that are kind of happening around, nowadays. Especially with, like, last month's stuff happening, you know? Don't need any more of that. And I am all set for that. Ashley, you could do what you want. You could be your specious, racist, whatever you want to be. I'm not down for it. There's only one person we haven't really talked to. Actually, two people. We can talk to Joker real quick. Oh, click on this. Get some XP. And more XP. See what he's got to say.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I, pulled your boots out of the fire.
Oh, dude. Dude, earning medals is hard,
Saving
man.
my boots from burning lava is part of your job, Joker. We don't give medals to soldiers for doing their jobs.
Yeah,
That
man.
figures. Just get me a nice card and a cake. No coconut, though. I hate that crap. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
No, that was it. Because I literally see nothing here. I just was coming here to talk,
I'd like
you
to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing. You want me
We've heard
as
this.
your pilot. I'm not good. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one.
What
Yeah,
are you
we've heard
talking
this.
about? Are you sick?
You mean, okay, even with, put the Normandy in my
Yeah.
hands and I'll make
Okay.
them dance for
Bye-bye.
it.
I have to go.
All right, see you.
I have to go. You talk about the same things. And, to be fair, I don't want to hear it, and I'm sure nobody else wants to hear it. I guess it's just the opening line for him and nothing else. We haven't actually talked to Navigator Presley yet, have we?
Yes, Commander.
What's up, man? Tell me about
How did you
yourself.
end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's
Cool.
footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were at Elysium during the Skillian Blitz. A massive fleet of alien raiders hit the colony, trying to wipe it out. They had the numbers, but their ships were no match for an Alliance frigate. It was a slaughter. We couldn't even keep track of how many ships they lost.
And now
How'd you
you're
end up
here.
on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
What do you think of all the aliens on the ship? Are you racist just like
Speak
Ashley?
freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
Okay. This is slightly different. He's not exactly just flat out racist like Ashley, but he just is trying a little bit more concerned because of the situation that we're in, that he thinks it could pose a threat. I kind of understand that, but it's also slightly racist. Kind of. You can't turn away help, my guy. If we need help, we need help. I don't think they're gonna turn us in, and if you make it more of a problem, then you are the racist, just like
Some
Ashley.
people think asking for help is a sign of weakness. That's just being stupid and stubborn. No matter how strong
That's
you
right.
are, allies can make you stronger.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
See, it won't be a problem. That's what we need here.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
Good job. You do the good works for me, Presley. All right. Let us get going to our next venture. We'll touch down on the new planet. We'll bring Liara with us. because we're going to Novaria. Because we don't actually have any side quests to do that involve going to other planets, other than probably, I don't know, going back to the Citadel, maybe talking to Conrad again, but,
Message coming in. Patching it through.
What we got?
Commander Shepard, my name is Nasana Dantius. I have a job for you. I can't say any more in an unsecured communication. If you're interested in hearing my offer, meet me on the Citadel so we can talk in person. I'll be waiting in the Diplomat's Lounge on the Presidium.
I know exactly where that is. Okay, we're heading to the Citadel then. We'll land there. I guess we do get to talk to Conrad. Okie dokie. Let us land back on the Citadel. Why? Because apparently a lady wants to talk to us. It does also give us a good excuse to go search Conrad again, I suppose. And maybe we can figure out what this ward thing is. About scanning something in the wards. And if I can't figure it out, I'll probably have to, you know, look it up or something instead, you know? No big deal. Alright, let's head out. We'll grab our crew, and then I'm gonna head down the elevator, or at least towards the elevator, and I'll end the episode so you guys don't actually have to watch the whole elevator sequence, because, you know, the elevator sucks. Alright, we're bringing Liara. Who else are we gonna bring? We're only gonna talk to somebody here, right? So, I don't know. We could bring Kaidan, I guess. I don't know. I do not freaking know. It's a problem for me. I'll bring Kaidan, why not?
Equalizing
Two biotics.
Pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley
I'll level her up.
The deck.
And then I'll gear her up off camera for you guys. Who the hell's that? I'll talk to him too. Why not?
10 hut. At ease.
Who are you?
Rear Admiral Mihailovic, 5th Fleet.
Okay.
Commander Shepard,
What do you want?
SSV Normandy.
You don't know who I am, do you, Commander?
No.
I command the 63rd Scout Flotilla. You and the Normandy were slated for my unit after shakedown. Then the Council got their paws, claws, tentacles, whatever. They got them on our ship and you.
Huh? What's going on? On our ship and you. Dude, it's an opportunity. Think of it. I'm a Spectre. I work for them now. Humans get a better chance and say of what they want.
I still serve the Alliance, sir. As a Spectre, I can advance our interests to the Council.
You still know what color your blood is, Shepard? I don't begrudge the
purple.
politician's decision to throw you to the Council. It's an opportunity. I do begrudge this over-designed piece of tin, though.
How dare you? That's my
ship.
ship.
Saved our lives a dozen times over.
An exaggeration. I've read your reports. This experiment diverted billions from our appropriations bills. For the same price, we could have had a heavy cruiser. But no, we had to make nice to the Turians, throw money at a co-developed boondoggle. I'm here to make an inspection, Commander. Normandy is an Alliance warship. I intend to see she's up to snuff.
She
I'm
is.
sure you'll find everything in order, Admiral.
I'll just bet. Wait here. I won't be long.
Oh, great. Talk about going to end the
I'm
episode
not
and,
happy.
you know. Oh, great. About
What
what?
did you find out of order?
Who designed that CIC? Putting the commander aft of everyone else is inefficient. What if he needs to discuss with the operators toward the bow?
The shit's Turian designed, you dum-dum.
Modified Turian style. They prefer commanders looking over their subordinates, rather than in the middle of them. We wanted to see how
That's right.
effectively they can command with that setup.
Reasonable goal, but they should have studied that in a lab rather than on a frontline warship. I had to shake my head at that drive core of yours. 120 billion credits of element 0 to make this thing able to move without giving itself away. You realize we could make drive cores for 12,000 fighters with that money? What good is it to hide for a few hours anyway? Useless.
Is this guy just gonna be an ass the whole time, or what? Is he stupid? Dude, it's helpful. This is what we need.
We can loiter in an enemy system and monitor traffic, or drop infiltration teams on enemy worlds. Normandy can be more effective than the Solarian STG.
Maybe. But that's not the job of a proper warship. We're supposed to find and kill the enemy fleet, not count how many times their garrison goes to the bathroom. And we need to talk about your crew, Commander. Krogan?
He's racist.
Asari?
Whoa!
Turians? What are
Excuse
you thinking,
me?
Commander? You can't allow alien nationals free access to Alliance equipment?
How dare you? They're my allies. They're my friends.
Between Saren and the Geth, we have enough enemies out here. Treating other species with suspicion and distrust won't win hearts and minds.
That assumes the hearts and minds are worth winning. That hasn't been proven yet. You have anything else to say, Commander? Any other justifications for the state of this vessel?
No, get the hell out.
Very well. I don't agree with any of this, but your reasons seem sound. I'll be submitting a report to the Joint Military Council. It will not be as negative as I'd planned.
That's
Good
right.
hunting, Commander Shepard. Make us proud.
What a douchebag. What the hell was that all about? I came out here to get ready to end the episode, and here I am getting berated by people with a stick up his ass. That's fun. Very fun. Well, anyways, let's work on your decryption, my friend. And then her. What are we going to work on with you? Reduces recharge time of biotics, improves health restore and recharge time on squad healing. Oh, that's cool. I like that. There's been times where like I could have totally used it earlier, and I totally couldn't at all. Let's see, we can get throw, we can get warp. Okay. What does it do though? Does it like charge after them, or is it like a throw of a thingy, or what? I don't know. Let's just grab what's singularity? Projects a sphere of dark energy that creates an intense mass effect field. Nearby enemies and objects will be drawn into the singularity, unable to escape its gravitational pull. But in order to get that, we're gonna need warp. Okay. There's singularity. Looks like we have enough to get both. So we will. Why not? And then let's put the remaining into Asari Scientist, I think. And then barrier? Those are just shields. Boost my shields. Heck yeah, boost my shields up, girl. And that's gonna do it for today's episode. I'll put some equipment on her off camera. She might look different, she might not look too different, I'm not sure. Regardless, hope you all enjoyed today's episode of Mass Effect, where we talked to the crew. We got to learn a little bit more about everybody. We got to find out people are racist and people aren't racist. Who would have thought it? If you guys liked today's episode, make sure to leave a like, leave a comment. If you're new to my channel, or you've been watching me for a little bit but you haven't done so, feel free to hit that subscribe button down below as well. And ring the bell to get notified of my latest videos. And I'll talk to you all in the next episode of Mass Effect, where we're going to go see Nassana in the Presidium. That's what we're going to see. We're also going to see Conrad. And then I think I'm actually going to look up how to do that little thing in the wards, if I remember to do it. Yeah, that's it. Have a good one, everybody.